Sorry guys, I totally forgot to film an intro for this one, so I'm going to go straight into filling and carving my brows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown and the HD Concealer in shade 2. Angelina's brows are much more arched and angled than mine, so I'm drawing the top of my brow higher and also angling the inner part of my brow down to achieve the same effect. The carving with concealer comes in handy because it will help cover any hairs that are in my natural brow but I don't want to show in the new brow shape. With a fluffy blending brush, I'm starting to build up some color in the upper crease with this neutral matte brown shade in order to create a smooth transition for the rest of my shadows. Next, I'm taking a tighter crease brush and this taupe shadow and working that even lower in the crease to create a more intense look. Now I'm applying this foiled brown shade to the center of my lid and keeping the front third clean for this liquid gold shade. You can dampen your brush before applying these to get a more intense finish out of the shimmery shadows. I started to deepen the outer corners with some black shadow and then decided that I wanted to go for a really dramatic cat eye look. So you can go straight into sketching out the cat eye with a black liquid liner and then intensifying and blending it with a black shadow. Now I'm highlighting the brow bone in order to draw attention to the eyes and also to lift the brow arch even more. Applying a primer is super important to any look, so make sure you don't skip this step if you want your makeup to last all night long. Maleficent is quite pale, so I'm applying a lighter shade of foundation than I normally would, using my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush to buff it into my skin. I'm also using that same light concealer that I used to carve my brows in order to highlight the center of my face, and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender using soft tapping motions. This ensures that the coverage and color stay where I want it and it doesn't get smudged away. If you don't have dark circles, you can skip this step, but I'm applying the slightly orange corrector shade on the discoloration under my eyes because it helps to cancel out any purplish blue tones. For this look, I needed to create a super dramatic contour, so I'm first taking this dark cream shade and starting to carve out those cheekbones and dragging it down the natural curve of my face next to my mouth. The key to getting this right is to apply the contour higher than you normally would. Instead of placing it under my cheekbone, I am laying it directly on it and letting it fade naturally as I drag it down by my mouth. I'm also applying a little bit to my temples in order to create a more sunken appearance. Then I'm softening any harsh lines but not completely blending it out with my beauty blender. Then I'm going over the corrector with my HD concealer, dragging it onto my cheekbones to create a super highlighted appearance. I'm going to use the Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to fake super prominent cheekbones by applying some just above the upper contour and blending it with the warmth from my fingers. I want this to be as light and intense as possible since it's an integral part of the overall aesthetic of the look. Now I need to set all of the light areas in place with a powder, paying special attention to the concealer under my eyes so that I don't experience any creasing. I'm also going over the Milk Pencil highlight with this white shadow so that it is as prominent and striking as possible, making sure to blend the top edge into the rest of my makeup for a seamless effect. Using a fan brush is particularly effective for contouring this type of look because its shape follows the cheek perfectly and the fluffiness of this brush deposits the color soft enough to take all of the work out of blending. I'm also applying a bit of it to the temples as well to set that area in place. Now, taking another fluffy crease brush, I'm using a darker contour shade to kind of press that upper cheekbone in even further. I'm not dragging this one down by the sides of my mouth though, so try and keep it up higher. The transition from dark to light makes it that much more dynamic. I'm also applying the smallest amount to the temples as well in order to maintain the balance. Using a black eyeliner in the upper waterline is not only going to create a seamless effect, it's also going to make my lashes appear fuller. This is a great trick for everyday makeup as well. I didn't want to use super dramatic lashes for this look, so I went with these fluttery mink lashes to really complement but not overpower the cat eye. I hadn't realized that I forgot to film my lip products, and now I can't find either of them anywhere. So I'm first lining and filling my lips with this red pencil and going over it with this high voltage lipstick. This one has great staying power without over drying the lips. So because I forgot to film an intro, I also forgot to film a conclusion. So I'm sorry about the abrupt ending here, guys. I just wanted to say I love you. I hope that you like this look. Make sure to tag me in any recreations you do, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.